Hello, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am your host, Chris. Welcome back for another video review for The Walking Dead. This is episode 6 of season 6, and it is entitled Always Accountable. So, welcome back, guys, for another new episode here of The Walking Dead. So, yeah, guys, we finally get to see what has happened now on the Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham side of this story that's progressing week to week. The previous weeks we've been seeing what's happened to the Alexandrians and to Rick. We finally get, and we've seen that Morgan centric episode, which was great. I really enjoyed that one. So we finally get to see now what's happening with Daryl and Sasha and Abraham. And I gotta say, I thought it was interesting, especially the stuff with Daryl. I always like seeing Daryl on screen. He's one of my favorite characters on the show. I think he's a lot of people's favorite character. Um, and, and it was very interesting to see how he copes on his own like that. I mean, it just shows how badass he is after everything that he went through, getting shot at, getting taken captive in the woods, and going back, getting free from his captors, going back, helping them, and then getting double crossed, and basically tracking his way back to Sasha and Abraham just so easily. It shows how great a tracker he is too. So because they didn't really leave much of a trail. I mean, there was like a couple footprints, and then his name on the building, Dixon. That was it. So it shows you how great a tracker he is to track them without really that much of anything to track really. So it just shows you how great Daryl is as a survivor. I mean, this is his world. I mean, he survives so well in this world. I think probably better than anybody on the show. I mean, maybe Rick could probably do it. But Daryl, I mean, he is just at home in this world. I mean, he gets through anything. Um, so he's probably my favorite character on the show right now. Um, but the whole thing with the three that those three people that he comes up on, I didn't even think we got a name of the guy, did we? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't even think they said. I mean, the two girls, the one that was diabetic, her name was Tina. The other girl, Patty. We know that. And now the Tina girl's gone. I mean, it was just like that. I mean, so quick. I was like, well, that didn't work. I mean, he came back to give her the insulin. She died anyway. So I mean, wow, what a waste. What a waste of time. And then he gets involved with these people that are in this some type of like some type of a war going on. I mean, I don't know who these other people are. We didn't get to see their faces, but they have this truck, and it seems like they are quite equipped. I mean, they have quite a array of arsenal. They got guns. The wolves out there, they're kind of savage almost. I mean, they're just like using knives or whatever they can make together into a weapon, and they're quite savage and barbaric in a lot of way. Where this other group now that they found, I don't think we got a name for the group, but the one guy, the leader, I think his name was Wade. So it seems like they are military equipped. I mean, they have that truck, they're plowing through everything. I mean, they're out to get these people, whatever they took. I mean, they want back. So it seems like they're very well equipped. They have guns. They have. It seems like they have a lot of people, kind of like the governor. It kind of reminded me of that type of situation. The whole Woodbury situation with the governor and how they were all the same way out there and just like killing and didn't really care who they came across. So it might be that type of a situation. I mean, it comes down to, are they aligned with the wolves? That group, the wolves. I mean, because if not, I mean, there could be some type of like a war that's brewing there. Because if you have this group, and then we have the wolves, and then we have the Alexandrians, and they have this great area, this great real estate with this wall and these nice homes and food and ammo, guns. I mean, they have this nice facility, and it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's going to survive much longer because these these faction groups are going to come in and just ruin it. I mean, they will not allow anyone to have anything nice in that type of world. I mean, there's always going to be some douchebag to come in there to try to ruin something for somebody else, and not, they don't want them to have that good of a facility. So they're going to try to take it by any means necessary, which is going to be sad because the whole Alexandria place is a nice place. I mean, they could survive there forever if they wanted to. I mean, if it wouldn't be for these stupid humans, it's the humans that do more destruction than the walkers do. So I mean, yeah, so it's unfortunate. But I mean, they don't care. I mean, that guy got bit, and he just like held out your arm and just like cut his arm off just like that. I mean, they no talking, just let's get down to business. So those guys seem a little scary. There's a war brewing there with them. I'm surprised they haven't found the Alexandrians already. I mean, that's kind of strange. I mean, all these factions are very close by. Why haven't they located them before? So, who knows? So, I mean, and then the whole thing with those three, and then they get away. Daryl goes back and helps them, and it was a mess. It was a real mess. I mean, he was good enough guy to take the insulin back to her. She ends up dying anyway, and then they turn on him. The whole double cross thing. I was like, what? Why? I mean, he proved that he was a good guy. He wants to work with you. He was even offering them to come back to Alexandria. It was just like, no, we're just gonna steal your motorcycle and we're gonna bounce out. Oh, not just that. They stole his crossbow. So Daryl lost the crossbow. He's gonna get that thing back one way or the other. He and the great line was, oh, they said, oh, I'm sorry, and then he says, you're gonna be. That was a great line. It shows, I mean, he's gonna hold that grudge. I mean, he's gonna get his motorcycle back. He's gonna get his crossbow back. He's gonna get them for doing that. I mean, he showed kindness, and they betrayed him. So, we're gonna see them again. We will see them again in some way, shape, or form. We will see them again, and we're gonna see those people that they were that was after them, that military faction, whatever they are. We're gonna see them again as well. And I probably see the Wolves again as well too. So there's something brewing there. The whole Abraham Sasha thing, I mean, that was I mean, it was kind of, for me, it didn't really do much of anything. I mean, them trying to hook up or get together. I mean, it didn't really do much. I mean, it seemed kind of baseless or useless. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't really do anything for me. It's there. I like Abraham. I think he's a loose cannon, though. I think he's a loose cannon, and so is Sasha. She's a loose cannon as well. I mean, she's proved that, laying on the bodies of walkers, and Abraham doing what he did, trying to get that RPG. I mean, he was taking that risk. I mean, leaning out over the fencing to try to get that RPG, and it was just like, what are you doing? Just kill him. I mean, it was a very uneasy scene. I mean, I was just like, whoa, what's happening? And, in the end, he gets the RPGs, so that's cool. I mean, those might come in handy from a big group of enemies. Those might be a wild card right there. So, but the whole the love thing going on there. I mean, I don't know. Everyone seems to be pairing off. I mean, Rosita was with Abraham, and now it seems like she's going to go off with the other guy. I forget his name, and now Sasha and Abraham maybe get together. So I mean, there's some weird pairing off. So yeah. But yeah, guys. I mean, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was good. I don't think it was one of the best. I mean, there was a lot of dialogue. I mean, there wasn't much else going on. There was a few tense moments here and there, but it was a great, episode to see what has been going on with these three. And in the end, Daryl finds that gasoline truck and just tracks his way back to them, no problem. The one thing though is that we found out that those three people actually they explained that they set that whole woods on fire, which was insane. I was like, wow, you burned down like this entire woods, you scorching the earth and just not caring about anything really. I mean, just to kill these walkers. I mean, That's insane. I mean, you think that fire would still be going. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, it was just like wow. I mean, they scorched a huge lot of acres there to not. I mean, they didn't even kill a lot of the walkers. I mean, some of them were still alive. I was like, well, how are they even still alive? I mean, wouldn't they just like their like heads explode from the heat? I mean, I don't know. So I mean, that was kind of weird. But it was. I mean, the makeup department or whatever they make these zombies these walkers look amazing. I think they look great week to week. The makeup is fantastic. Um, and the one that was like had the motorcycle helmet on, it was just a skeleton. It was still alive. I was like, how's that thing still alive? But I mean, it was fantastic. All the walkers always look incredible from week to week. But yeah, guys, the final scene then at the end where you just hear on the walkie-talkie, "Help, help." Who's that now? I mean, the other week we got Rick saying, open the gate," and we didn't know who that was. I mean, it turned out it was Rick, but that was the way that Morgan episode ended with "open the gate," and now this episode ends with "help." Who is that? I mean, the one person that comes to my mind is well, is Glenn. That's who comes to my mind is Glenn. Other than that, I mean, it could be the two that stole the motorcycle, Patty and the guy. I mean, it could be them. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, they took off on the motorcycle and then they wreck it or they're trapped or something. Help! And now we got to go back and we're going to help you, even though you double crossed me. It could be them, although I'm not sure if they had the walkie-talkie or not. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But it could be them. It could be them. It could be Glenn, which would be fantastic. I really, I've been saying that I think he's alive anyway. So, and there's like a lot of people are like, no, he's dead. I mean, how's it possible? And no, he's alive. Here's proof, and yada yada. But I think he's got to be alive because I think that death was terrible. If he was dead, if he's dead, that was like the worst death in the history of the show. So I mean, there's got to be something there for this solid main character. There's got to be something more there. At least explain more of like where he's at or what's happened. It's just we got to get more closure there. And we got to find out. But I think he's alive. I'm hoping that he's alive. Maybe it's more hope than thinking. But I really do. I really think he's alive. Um, there's got to be some way to explain that he was covered, he was camouflaged somehow, or he got the guy was on top of him, he was getting ripped apart, and he just crawled out of there with all the blood and everything under the dumpster. Maybe he crawled under the dumpster and he's under there. Help, help! You know, that would be insane. That would be insane. But hopefully we'll find out. I believe next week. I think we got another episode next week. There's a lot of shows going to break, but I think we are. I think they are going to be one next week. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me for this episode, guys. If there's anything I might have missed or you guys want to talk about, please write in the comments below. Also, yeah, please please give this a like. I would appreciate it. And share this around if you want. Share it around. Talk about it. I would appreciate it. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, please write in the comments. But that will do it for me for this week, guys. I am Chris for Christopher's Entertainment Blog. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.